live. So onto groups with a third-party type app. Anyway, this morning I am making freshly ground whole wheat pancakes, and I am using my lovable multi-deluxe blender. Again, the blender can do smoothies, milk, alternate milk, grind, heated wash, soup, heated puree, jam, and sauce. You can also just do a pulsating, so you don't have to necessarily have it grinding. You can also do a custom blend. So again, like I said, I'm making the homemade pancakes. So what I'm taking is the little wheat berries that I have here, and it's about 1.5 cups. I'm going to pour that in and put my lid on it. And then I'm going to turn it to grind. And this is one nice thing about this. It can grind the wheat berries. It can grind coffee beans. It's pretty good at probably grinding a lot of different things. So, back to that. There we go. It takes about 2 minutes, but you can stop it sooner if you need to, because it depends on what you're grinding and how fine you want it grounded. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. And then open up my lid, shake this all off, and take the blender plunger and knock it all down into the middle. There we go. And I know this might seem like a lot of work, and it is, but you get really good pancakes. So I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of sugar. And again, I'm using the adjustable teaspoon, tablespoon measuring spoon. Okay. So then we're going to add the sugar. 2 tablespoons. Move this out of the way. We're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. So you can either use the adjustable one that goes down to 1, but then you have a trouble with the half. So we have another one that goes from 1 teaspoon all the way down to 1/8 of a teaspoon, which is really good because a lot of times you don't get the 1/8 of a teaspoon, and some recipes will call for 1/8 of a teaspoon, so which is basically a pinch. I'm going to take our spreader and just kind of use it as a knife to scrape off the half. Put in the baking powder, and I'm using Acorn wheat berries, so it doesn't rise like normal pancakes, so it will actually show it to be a little flatter than what you would expect from a pancake, but it's also healthier for you because it is the whole ground. It's a whole wheat type flour. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and same thing, I'm going to make sure that this is down to the half and use my little spreader to level it off. So basically what I'm doing is I'm adding the rest of the ingredients to the pancake mix. Half a teaspoon of salt. Pour this over the sink because salt has a tendency to go crazy. There we go. A cup of milk. So there again, I can either use the 2-cup measuring or I can use the, I've got the 1 cup. And so I can do both sides, the dry or the liquid. And I'm actually going to be using almond milk, vanilla almond milk. So this will be a good pancake. I'm going to take it up to the top, which is about a cup, maybe a little more than a cup, but that's okay. Pour that in there. Then I'm going to do a half a cup of Greek yogurt, but I don't have Greek yogurt. I have a peach organic type yogurt. So I'm going to use half a cup of that using the same measuring cup. I'm going to go ahead and fill this up to a half a cup. All right. And then it calls for 1/4 of a cup. So again, I'm using the same measuring cup because it's not, what did I do with my oil? Oh, put it on the other side. So I'm going to go and put this up to 1/4 of a cup. Okay, there we go. And put that in there. And then it says 2 large eggs. So I'm going to use the 2 eggs. Now, if I had duck eggs, I would just use 1 because 1 duck egg is equivalent to 2 chicken eggs. But unfortunately, we don't have the duck eggs anymore. So I'm going to put these in here. Make sure they're good because you never know with eggs. Even store-bought eggs can have some issues with it. So, okay, put that in there. 1 and 2. All right, so I have all my ingredients in the blender. So I'm going to switch it over to, I'm going to put the lid back on it. I'm going to switch it over to a custom blend, and I'm going to blend on speed 3. So to do a custom blend, it already comes up there. You're just going to hit the button. It comes up at 1, and you're going to switch it over to 3. And you're going to do that for about 30 to 45 seconds. Okay, and I usually do it a little bit longer to get that going. While that's mixing, and I'm going to use my sponge thing to get down there and get it all mixed up. Okay. So I did it for about 43 seconds, and I'm letting my pan heat up. So you can see inside you have your pancake mix. And I know some of you are probably thinking, well, why would I do that when I can just take a bag of pancake mix, put it together, make pancakes, which you can. It's just, if you're the kind of person who wants to make homemade type pancakes, this is a great way to mix it and blend it and all in one container. So you don't have like 5 different bowls sitting around wondering, all these dishes left over. So Now I'm letting my pan heat up. So while my pan heats up, I'm going to show you another tool that I absolutely love. And this one here, I'm actually going to grab something real quick. So this tool here can do many different things. It can chop up onions. It can chop up, basically it chops up a variety of, get down from there, kitty. A variety of items. This morning I'm just going to do a simple hot dog, but it can do nuts and other. This is our food chopper, and like I said, I love this because it's just so easy. Put it on top of the food. You can chop it as fine or as thick as you want. So I'm going to go pour this in the stove, on the oven, on the stove. There we go. Let that cook up. And while that's cooking, in the skillet that I used last night, which I'm still looking for that video. But hopefully you guys have been able to see a lot. And I know the people on my personal page are probably thinking, what is she talking about? But with the parties, it's a little difficult now with the way Facebook has everything set up. So we have to do our best to try to get the message out. So I do appreciate you guys watching this. I will show you some pictures of the pancakes when they're done. And hopefully this has gone to my personal page as well as to my YouTube channel, because that way, if it doesn't go to the personal page, I can maybe take it off my YouTube channel. But tonight's basically an extension for the party. So the last time I looked, she was about $271 away from her next goal. She has qualified for her first goal, so that's exciting. But we want to try to maybe get Elena a little more rewards. And if you'd like to book a party yourself, it's pretty easy, very simple. You just, like I'm doing, when you're on the computer, you check your thing, you interact, you can win prizes and get fun recipes. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will shoot you a picture in a little bit, and have a good weekend.